Bienvenidos, ladies and germs. I got a new camera and I've decided, you know what? Well, let's use this for a new kind of video. So some of you know, I am a huge fan of the Kingdom Hearts series. I have, every game from beginning to end. You know, I got Kingdom Hearts 1 for PS2, the 1.5 remix, 2, 2.5, friggin' Chain of Memories, Re-Chain of Memories, all that stuff. And I absolutely love the series, okay? I mean, I'm not gonna say all the games are good, because some of them are just... ugh. So, since the 2.8 final prologue chapter combo HD friggin' turbo edition, whatever, is gonna come out soon, I figured, you know what? I may as well talk a bit about Kingdom Hearts 3, or really what I hope to see in Kingdom Hearts 3. So, this video is going to be about my top 10 new worlds for Kingdom Hearts 3. Whether you agree with me or not, this is my opinion, and this is what I think, so if you like it, okay, that's cool, you know, write it in the comments. If you don't like it, well, still write your comments, and, you know, please be civil about it. I'm very sensitive, you know? Number 10 goes to Sword in the Stone. This movie, I'm a little fuzzy on the details, but I think it would be pretty neat if we got to see Merlin's homeworld. I remember watching the movie a few times when I was a child, and I thought it had its own charm to it. It was colorful, but it could also be scary, but it was also funny, and it had interesting characters, and I think they would fit very well in the Kingdom Hearts setting. Plus, getting to fight medieval-styled Heartless and possibly getting a massive upgrade to our magic and sword skills? That sounds like a pretty good deal to me. The premise of the world could be we need to find Arthur and help him remove the sword and claim his destiny. It would also be kind of funny to see the gang try to remove Excalibur only to fail. Sorry, Sora, but I guess you're not fit to be a king. Now, earning an Excalibur-styled Keyblade, on the other hand, that seems more down your alley. Number 9 on the list is Midgard. I'm not sure how they would implement this world into the game, but it's Square Enix. I'm sure they'll figure something out. In all honesty, I think they could use this world to help promote the FF7 remake by having Sora and the gang join in on Cloud and Barrett's escapades in the Mako factory. It would be pretty sweet if they could make Cloud a party member, and you could use his badass skills and Sora's not quite as badass skills to mess things up for Shinra. Now, I'm sure I know what some of you are thinking. How is this gonna work if the Cloud Sora knows is from way later in Final Fantasy VII? Well, I'll answer your question with another question. How is Aerith still alive? Yeah, I thought so. Now, I'm sure some of you are gonna hate me for saying this, but I think the number 8 spot goes to Frozen. It's probably gonna happen, but until they confirm it, Frozen is going on the list. Hey, they got Big Hero 6 and Tangled on the list, why not Frozen? There are 0 ice worlds in the series. There are plenty of locations with snow, but they aren't the overall setting of their worlds. Since Disney is still milking Frozen for what it's worth, it would be a smart decision to add it to the Kingdom Hearts series. Plus, how's this for a boss fight? Somebody possesses Elsa with the power of darkness, and we have to take her on in her ice palace. She can throw ice shards, freeze you in place, even summon her snow golem or whatever, and send it after you. Then, after booping her in the head enough times, she joins your team to stop the asshole who controlled her. Wouldn't that be friggin' awesome? And I'm sure Yoko Shimomura could figure out how to turn Let It Go into a pretty solid battle theme. I think this world would be a cool addition to the roster. Get it? 'Cause it's Frozen.
Now I'm the king of the swingers, oh, the jungle.
Number 7 belongs to The Jungle Book. Even though it is playable via cheat code and Birth by Sleep, The Jungle Book didn't really make an appearance in the series, and I think it would be nice to run through the world. I loved playing in Deep Jungle, and it's a shame that Disney could not reacquire the rights from the Edgar Rice Burroughs estate, so it would be a great makeup present for that, even though it's been like 10 years. The normal theme could be bare necessities, the battle theme could be I want to be like you, and that would be just fine with me. And I don't know about you guys, but I would want Haley Joel Osment to voice Mowgli just so I could say, Haley, stop talking to yourself. Probably not gonna happen, but it's fun to dream. Number 6 is Hawaii from Lilo and Stitch. Just like Jungle Book, technically we did have a world to represent Lilo and Stitch in Birth by Sleep, but Deep Space to me doesn't really feel like a Lilo and Stitch world. I mean, you can't have Stitch without Lilo, it just doesn't feel right. And now that I think about it, we don't have that many island-themed worlds. There's Destiny Islands, Neverland, and Days and Birth by Sleep, and that's really it. I think it would be pretty nice to have one more added. What would make this world even better is the interactions between the gang and Lilo. She could be all, this is my dog, and the others would say, that's not a dog, and Stitch would threaten to hurt them if they blew his cover. It would be great! And I think it would be an interesting challenge for the composers to orchestrate a battle theme out of ukuleles. Don't you? My number 5 spot belongs to a Marvel-themed world. I know I'm cheating a bit by saying a Marvel-themed world, but there are so many good franchises from Marvel, I'm not sure which one to pick. Plus, there are so many storylines, it would be hard to make an original one that could involve the KH gang. But damn it, I want to kick ass with Spider-Man, Captain America, the Hulk, Iron Man. Maybe they can just adapt the first Avengers movie into the game so they can save time. I mean, who knows, but I would totally geek out at this marvelous world. Did you see what I did there? The number 4 spot on my list belongs to Darkwing Duck. I'm sure it probably won't happen since this is a TV show, not a movie, but I would be so down to take down baddies from the world of Darkwing Duck. This show was action-packed, had lots of comedy, can be dark enough for adults but lighthearted enough for kids. It was like a Disney-fied Batman. I mean, would you rather play a world in Kingdom Hearts based on Darkwing Duck, or would you rather play the Darkwing Duck game for the TurboGrafx 16? No. No, you don't. The villains were always a laugh and a half to see, but really the only one I cared about was Negaduck, Darkwing's evil counterpart. So I would be down to see him in the game. Darkwing himself would be an interesting character to have as a partner. I mean, he could be our quote-unquote thief and have luck-based skills that could give us some extra goodies. I mean, let's be honest, some of Darkwing's greatest accomplishments were either because of luck or because he got saved by DW and Launchpad. It would also be interesting to see him and Donald Duck interact, just to see which of the two is the greedier asshole. And that theme song. Darkwing Duck, better watch out, you bad boy. Darkwing Duck. Need I say more? Number 3 belongs to Star Wars. Now when I say Star Wars, I really mean the original trilogy. Not to put down The Force Awakens or shit on the prequel trilogy like everyone else has, but they are not as iconic as the original movies. The Death Star, Mos Eisley, Cloud City, Dagobah, hell, even Jabba's Palace. All of those places are so recognizable and would be perfect locations for Sora and the gang to travel through. It could be set up like the 100 Acre Wood, where you have a central hub and choose whichever location you want to jump to, except less cute and more space opera-like. The days of MIDI files are basically over. I'm sure the composers could perfectly reorchestrate any iconic themes from Star Wars to be put into the game. Plus, having Luke Skywalker as a partner would be absolutely amazing. Han Solo would be great just as much. Hell, I'd even settle for Chewbacca. But if it can't happen, at least let us have the option to fight with the great Sith Lord himself, Darth Vader. Plus, how awesome would it be to have a lightsaber keyblade? I mean, come on. The number 2 spot, I think, belongs to Shibuya from The World Ends With You. Now, I don't know about you guys, but after playing Dream Drop Distance, I was in the mood to play some Twoey. then I thought, you know, the characters seem to fit in pretty well, even if they're not as depressing and realistic as they were in their own game. And Shibuya is a pretty big place, so why not? Sure, it would take a while to travel through, you probably wouldn't be able to use as many shops as you did in the actual game, and odds are it's gonna be empty and lifeless. But hey, I'd rather have something instead of another year without a sequel. Still waiting, Square Enix! I can't get enough of this soundtrack, so hearing some KH reorchestrations or remixes would be really fucking cool. My number one world that I believe deserves to be in Kingdom Hearts 3 is...
1,000 years ago, superstition and the sword ruled. It was a time of darkness. It was a world of fear. It was the age of gargoyles.
I'm just gonna gush right now. How badass would it be to fight alongside Goliath and the other gargoyles? Answer very! Gargoyles was the answer Disney had for Batman the Animated Series, and it was absolutely amazing. It was dark, gritty, and entertaining as can be. I used to watch it whenever it came on TV and loved every minute of it. But then the Goliath Chronicles happened and I got bored and switched back to Cartoon Network. Anyway, it is a perfect world to be added to the game. Plus, this could be the world that allows you to get the glide ability, which is one of, if not the best way to travel in-game. And if not, I would love a sequence where they ride the backs of the gargoyles, like in those sequences in Agrabah, except not as clunky. Bonus points if they can get the original cast to voice their characters again, or at least Keith David as Goliath. It would be really friggin' sweet to have Sora ask, "Hey Goliath, you wanna mess up Xanatos and his evil plans?" And Goliath would say, "Hell yes," in his awesome 70s R&B singer-like voice. And that music. I don't care whose ass I have to kiss. If they can include this world in Kingdom Hearts 3, that would automatically make this my game of the year. Hands down. And there you have it. Those are my top 10 new worlds for Kingdom Hearts 3. I really, really, really hope a good chunk of them actually make it into the game, especially my number one. If that makes it into the game, you can say goodbye to me for like 3 months, because I'm just going to be trolling around in that world for ages. Anyway, if you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll see you guys at the next video. I have almost every game imaginable, you know, the first version on PS2, Kingdom Hearts 2, Chain of Memories, Re-Chain of Memories, all that stuff. And damn it, Shannon! That was actually perfect timing.